All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Saturday, June 12th. That's right, folks. I'm leaving today for my Costa Rica vacation. I'll be gone all next week, but we've got a lot of great stuff going on next week still, even in my absence. Wednesday night, we've got our South African wine tasting at Cafe Max, just in time for the World Cup, which is going on in South Africa, and we just happened that way. We didn't plan it. And then Thursday night, we got our lobster cooking class. That's right, at Cafe Max also. So doubleheader while I'm gone at Cafe Max. Next week, you guys will still have some great stuff to drink there. Now time for what I drank yesterday. And you know it's going to be a good day when you see Charles Fournier, the expert manager for Champagne Louis Roederer, walk in your door first thing in the morning. You know, the morning time is the best time to taste wine. Your palate is the freshest. And one of the best things to have in the morning for me is champagne. Louis Roederer is one of my favorite houses. I like their big, bold, and smooth style. They age their wine a little longer than most people do. Their Brut Reserve is 3 years entourage. It only needs to be 18 months. And then, of course, if money is no object, the head of all the bling-bling, the Cristal. That's right, folks. And we have Cristal in all three sizes. Just like we do, most of my favorite wines come in different sizes here in the store. You can always tell as you walk through the wine watch the wines that I like the best because we have multiple sizes and usually multiple vintages. The current vintage they're offering with Cristal in 750 and Magnum format is the 2002 vintage, which is the next great vintage in Champagne for Champagne after 1996. They kind of had a little bit of a dry spell. 1998 was great for Chardonnay-based champagnes, but to me, 2002 is the next great vintage from Champagne. If you love Champagne and like older champagnes, 2002 is a year that will age in your cellar. Although the people from Champagne will tell you they release it when it's ready to drink. 2002 is already 8 years old. You know, you don't need to keep it any longer. But for people that have a taste for aged wine, 2002 is a champagne that will last for quite some time. Louis Roederer, a very unique bottle style. This once was the preferred champagne of the Tsars of Russia, and they wanted to ensure that you could not carry explosives in the bottle punt. So that is why that this bottle has this unique shape. A very thick bottom to hold up to the atmospheric pressure that is inside of the bottle. All champagne is 6 atmospheric pressure inside of there. Be careful when you open a bottle of champagne. You always want to keep your hand over the top. Once you remove the cage, that cork could come out of there at speeds of up to 60 miles an hour. That's right, folks. Hundreds of people lose their eyes to champagne corks every year. Little fact you may not have known. Okay. So what did we have yesterday? We started out with the Brut Premier. This is a blend, a little bit of Pinot Meunier, 55% Pinot Noir and 30% Chardonnay. Louis Roederer is known for being predominantly Pinot Noir based in their champagnes, and most of this wine comes from their own vineyards. Another thing Louis Roederer is known for is almost all of their higher end products come from 100% their own vineyards. They do buy a little fruit for the Brut Premier and for the Carte Blanche. Okay, this wine's got a lovely creamy texture on the tongue, very round but very smooth, and a little bit of ginger spice, some lovely lemon citrus and peach fruit to it, and these bubbles very fine, very soft and velvety on your tongue. Very nice with some little floral notes coming in at the finish. That's a Louis Roederer Brut Premier. We have a new price on this, that's right. Back to about $35 where this wine was. A great value, one of my favorite, not my favorite, non-vintage Bruts on the shelf. Louis Roederer Cristal 2002 was next. This wine has got incredible precision wine and spirits. Rated this wine 100 points. That's right, it's kind of not like Robert Parker rating it 100 points, but still wine and spirits. They're a pretty big deal in terms of their restaurant poll and other things. But this wine, like I said, laser-like precision with the acidity, some lovely quince and lemon zest, light ginger spice on the nose, light white flowers. This wine has got incredible length on the finish. It just seems to go on and on in this lovely, smooth, creamy texture from the little tiny bubbles. Beautiful stuff. And then on to the Rosé Vintage. Louis Roederer used to make a non-vintage Rosé, I think. I don't know. It's in our old notes on our profile sheet like that. But they only make vintage Rosé now, this 2004 vintage. Very nice, some lovely plum and raspberry fruits on the tongue, fresh flowers. They get this from a maceration of Pinot Noir, 5 to 7 days on the skin, and then add the Chardonnay in for freshness, about 30%. And there is no Pinot Meunier in this. The only wine there's Pinot Meunier in is the Brut Premier from Louis Roederer. All the other products are just Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and as I mentioned before, predominantly Pinot Noir based. Lovely freshness, and again, a little candied ginger on the spice, on the finish here with the 2004 vintage rosé, and then onto the Carte Blanche. And the Brut Premier has about 10 grams of residual sugar. They add a little sugar to champagne whenever they finish it off. That what determines the style after it undergoes the secondary fermentation. And this has got 18 grams to Carte Blanche as opposed to 10 grams for the Brut Premier. So not cloyingly sweet, but something the ladies really like. The Carte Blanche, this is an extra dry style. Not really for me, though. I like the drier style champagnes personally. Okay, well, that's all I had to drink in the store yesterday. Oh, I'm lying. The 2007 Caymus Cabernet, which we have open today in the store. We also sucked a bottle of that down. That wine is drinking beautiful, sweet, black cherry, kirsch-like fruit, almost liqueur-like, with this lovely perfumed vanilla spice from the oak. Just delicious and drinking beautiful right out of the bottle. Come in and check it out today. And I worked late, so no dinner for me last night, but there will be wine at home. That's right, folks. I had a little Ciacci Piccolomini Montecucco that I opened up, Sangiovese, a really nice, light Italian red, nice all by itself, even without food. I always tell people Italian wines are much better with food, but this one, pretty good by itself. Check it out on today's email. I'm your host, gone for a week in Costa Rica, Andrew Lampasone signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the Cristal first.